Hi, I'm Alexander with the Ravenswood Academy. I have a master's in history and I've actually fought full contact, so I value real history and authenticity. Two things which I think LK Chen nailed with their Schwangdao, their double sabers. They did an amazing job with the craftsmanship, the quality of ingredients that went into the sabers. They just feel nice, they feel sturdy in the hands. Ready whenever you are. Ah, nice. Fun.
Yeah, the step was the secret.
Yeah, because more of your body weight arrives, right?
And that, honestly, I didn't feel like a cutting thing was the best part.
Yeah, so then you know it's working.
It felt like butter.
As you may or may not know, we're in the middle of putting together our double sabers curriculum and going through everything from test cutting to applications to the history of the weapons and just covering every single facet of what you could think of when it comes to double sabers. So we were looking for a really good pair of double sabers, and LK Chen did not disappoint. In fact, I have them right here. Let's take a look. Boom. Awesome. If you have the training, you're ready to cut, go buy them. They did not disappoint. In a world of inauthenticity, finding a good quality, real pair of sabers is an oasis in the desert, a breath of fresh air. Thank you so much to LK Chen for crafting these beautiful sabers. Let's go ahead and get these bad boys on the table and let's take a closer look. All right, here they are. Wow. Now, I'll tell you, one of the first problems I had looking around for like actual sharp quality sabers to buy was that, one, you could find a saber, but you didn't even really know the maker or the quality that it was going to be once it arrived. And two, once you found a good saber, $200, $300, $400, buying two of those was going to be $600, $700, $800. So yes, it is pricey, $470 for the swords and then another $100 to ship. So that's, or no, excuse me, I think it was under $500. So it was like $370 for the swords and then $470 after shipping. So you're paying less than $250 shipped for each saber. It's expensive in a way. You know, different people in different parts of the world or different stages of their life are not going to be able to drop $500 US on, you know, these sabers. But in this grand scheme of things, less than $250 for forged quality sabers. I mean, they're doing the best they can there, so we can't fault them for that. That's all in all a very reasonable and good price. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is the weight. Oh my gosh. When I got these, I was like, man, it is solid. It's just a really, really solid, heavy piece in terms of actual good quality. So let's take a look. Starts off with these beautiful brass pommels, if I can get it to focus here. There we go. Beautiful brass pommels. Really nice. You've got the lanyards, the wood. I'll give you a side view. How about that? So we've got here the wood, just solid craftsmanship. More brass. These fit together really nicely, right? So there's the side view, handles nestled together. You know, will there be minor cosmetic stuff as we look through this? Yeah, doesn't matter. Really, really good quality cutting swords. If you want an art piece, you know, go find something to hang on the wall. You know, these are meant for going out back and chopping stuff. These are meant for, I had a person in my lineage who was a bodyguard, you know, taking a mule through the mountains and like bodyguarding someone. I'd send these back in time to him. These are solid. Now, the fittings on the scabbard are great. Nice, and this is really thick. See how thick that is? Hopefully that's focused in right there. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. It's thick. These are solid. You could actually suspend this from a belt and I wouldn't be worried. I mean, look, he's got these brass pegs through there to make sure it doesn't fall apart. I brought this. This had this, you know, cheap regular sabers you'd find at an online store or martial arts store or whatever. This, it just doesn't compare, you know, it's smaller. This had this kind of like carrying option on it and it just fell off. I mean, it was thin and horribly done. This is what this saber wants to be when it grows up. I mean, I could do a side-by-side comparison, but I'll just tell you, everything is way cheaper and thinner. It's just, you know, it's not gonna compare. Get some tea here if you don't mind. But this, really good quality. And then even when you get to the end here, I don't know if you can see just how thick that is. Let's see. Beautiful. They could have gone a lot thinner. Are you kidding me? They could have gone twice as thin on this. But they didn't. There's not even a seam on this thing. So it's just good. And again, this is just this little brass piece at the end is so thick. Faux leather on the scabbard, that's fine. It's not a deal breaker for me. It's not like I'm gonna actually be carrying this somewhere it's gonna wear out. Plus, if they went genuine, they'd have to make it more expensive. There's always a trade-off, right? Okay, so let's see if I can do this in a satisfying way. If I can get the focus. You'll see, well, interestingly, you'll see that one is, if I can get to focus, one is way thicker than the other. But that's fine. I mean, they're hand forged. So if we take a look, it's a nice little compartment there for them to go into. Just really well done. The sheath, even the sheath feels heavy. This feels solid. This feels real. All right. Okay. The blades. I guess I can just put this here. Look at this. Whoops, sorry. I can't even fit it almost on the screen. You know, I mean, this is pretty crazy. Move you back here. So, as you saw, solid brass pommel. I mean solid as in like good construction. I don't mean, you know, solid. Good lanyard. That's gonna actually hold up. You can pull on this and yank on it, it's gonna be fine. You know, you can find little things to nitpick. The seam, I don't care, that's fine. This is meant to be used. This is like bare bones. You know, you can look in there. There's probably some stuff I can clean out, but that's fine with me. This is a cutting, you know, implement. It's there to be used. You can see a little bit of epoxy in there, probably, but that's fine. Nice blade. Good shape. Good balance. When you swing it, it just wants to go the direction you swing it. You swing it to the side, it carries you. Not in a bad way. They're not like an axe where you just swung and you're pulled. So the quality of ingredients that went to this are really good. It's solid. It's gonna stay together. Philosophy of use, you're probably gonna use this to be cutting. Be careful. Watch your legs, man. I've seen too many horror accidents. Even people who knew what they were doing. And of course, you know, you've got this kind of symmetry. So taking a look at the other one. nice. Good job, LK Chen. Well done. Solid spine. And again, I don't know if you can see that on camera. Let's see if we can get a focus here. Sorry, my focus is being bad here. But one is noticeably thicker than the other. Again, not a problem, just interesting to note. Huh. So yes, I was curious how they would feel in the hand as far as like the grip, but they feel good. Very sharp. Yeah. I mean, you're going to be cutting with this. Really good quality. It's going to hold up. Not much else to say, really. I mean, just buy it. Be careful. Know what you're doing. Have the training. But I mean, it's just solid from the tip to the back. You know, that's a pretty thick, and it doesn't want to focus on the ridge there, does it? There we go. Kind of. Those are thick swords, man. And it works. You can still tell, there we go. See how that top one is thicker than the other one? You can still tell that they're real swords with real weight, but they handle really well. So yeah, you work through this. If you have the training to be safe with them, you're going to get a better understanding of why the saber does certain things, like the momentum of the swing, the way it's brandished, the way it's used for cutting. You're just going to get a better understanding than you would playing around with something floppy. I mean, I could bring that other one back on screen again, but there's just no point. These are awesome as an answer to all the crap and all the awful junk that's on the market because they're solid, they're real. But these are also awesome just to stand alone. Really, really good craftsmanship. So yeah, this is something where it looks cool enough in the pictures, but you really, really do have to feel them in hand to appreciate them. Let's see, get a close up on the blade here, if I can. You know, that tip. I don't know how close I can get or how much you can see there, but that tip is wicked. So, and then there's your blade. Very nice. Cool. So yeah, I'm happy with these. Again, less than $250 per saber shipped, and you're getting forged pieces that can cut through stuff and handle contact. I mean, are you kidding me? Yeah. And then all the moves, which I'm not going to do here, and I don't have the space to do, but all the moves that you want to do with it, you feel the sword working with you instead of against you, like if it was a bad piece of equipment, and you feel more of a liveliness in your hand. And if you do single saber stuff, you have your single saber. So there you go. If you have a single saber form that you're practicing, which we have one in our school, you can just take one of these and just go to town and start, doing all that stuff with it. So just be careful, know what you're doing, but dude, huge seal of approval from Ravenswood. I give it 10 out of 10. It's awesome. I mean, there's always room for improvement, but like I said, something like this, I don't even necessarily care if it's ornate and fancy. I just want something that's real and genuine. So really, really well done. And thank you, LK Chen, for making something so solid. That's about it. See you guys next time.